Hi, Living Word. We again wanted to take a little bit of time out today, given that the changes we've seen from our government in terms of advice, this new 3-tier system. So we've taken some time today to talk about those things, to pray about those things. And of course, we want to communicate those things to you. So we've come together today as a group of trustees and elders and a few of the other leaders in the church to talk about the best way forward. Now, of course, what's happened is they've introduced a new tier system, and in Essex, especially for us, we've been moved to the second one of those, so the high tier. And although it's very, very clear in the government guidance, the legislation and the law, that we are completely within our rights to meet, and in fact, some have even encouraged us to meet, it's still a very strong and stark reminder that we are living in very, very uncertain and very dangerous times. So before we do anything else, I want you to know that we love you, we miss you, and we are praying for you. And remember, throughout this whole process, certainly when it came to meeting together, we have repeated and we continue to repeat that we want you to only do the things that make you feel safe. So if you feel safe right now by being at home, please continue to do that. We'll reach out to you with social media and with phone calls. We'll come and walk with you in the park from 2 meters apart. We can still do that in groups of up to 6. Sadly, especially for any of those of you that I meet in coffee shops, I'm sadly now not going to be able to do that. So our meetings will be restricted to outdoors in groups less than 6. And of course, that might actually be weather permitting. And we are heading into winter after all. But in terms of a Sunday morning service, and it's taken us a lot of time to get to this, and I don't want to undersell how much time and effort and energy a lot of people have put into making that happen, but also today in discussing and talking around all of those safety measures to make sure that we can, 1, carry on doing that, and 2, make sure everybody's safe. And again, I just reiterate that point that we are under grace and not law. If you feel safer right now being at home and watching the live stream, please do that. If, however, you do feel like you need to come, that there is a spiritual reason, an emotional reason, or just sometimes something to look forward to, we know that it is important for us to fellowship together. Otherwise, we wouldn't do it. And we are now going to give you that opportunity still to meet at Honeypot Lane at 11 o'clock every Sunday. Now, that being said, we do have this big reminder of how uncertain and dangerous the times are. So we're going to reiterate some of those rules. Remember, we need to know if you're coming, so you must tell us if you're coming so we can put you on the register. You have to give us your details when you arrive. And if you are showing any symptoms, COVID-related symptoms, or generally any other sickness symptoms, it's probably best that you stay away, and we would ask you to do that. We'll take your details and your temperature on arrival. And again, if there's signs that you might be sick, we do want to protect you and we want to protect everyone else in the church. So we may ask you to go home, not because we don't love you or because we don't want you, but we must keep people safe. When you are in the building, and again, that's possibly one of the first points we need to make, is please don't arrive very, very early. Because if you're arriving very, very early, you are increasing the points of contact between you and other people in the church. When you do come in, you must keep 2 meters distance. You must wash your hands. We've got antibacterial stuff on the door, but there's also space in the toilets for that. And you must not talk to one another. I know it's tempting to wave from a distance, and that turns into a quick shout of hello through our masks, and we think we're safe, but we're not. We must really keep ourselves to ourselves in person. We can ring each other during the week. By all means, wave, but please don't talk to one another. We mustn't do that. And although legislation says outside we can meet in groups of 6, we're going to encourage you not to do that either. Again, please get into your cars as soon as the service is finished and go home, call each other, make Zoom meetings, make Instagram live streams, whatever it is you need to do to communicate with one another. If you choose to do stuff during the week, then again, that is entirely up to you. Something else we wanted to talk into, it's been noticed that more and more people are starting to share lifts, so certainly for those that can't get to us. And again, we really want to be very clear right now that we are advising against that. We don't want to put people at risk, and putting people in private vehicles is against the guidance, although I know some of you have interpreted those rules differently. We really would discourage the sharing of lifts. We want to reduce the points of contact. I mean, even in the church itself, we're going to change the way we do the technology within the building so that even the technology team aren't working together anymore and won't be mingling together. You know, that's the depth of importance and understanding that we're putting behind keeping everybody safe. Now, that being said, of course, we also recognise the importance of meeting together. So tomorrow we will have church. It will be there at 11 o'clock. Please adhere to all of the rules and the guidance. Please take our advice where it is advice, because it is for your good and for the good of everyone in our church family. If you don't feel like you can come, or if you don't feel like even you want to be on the live stream, that is entirely your choice. And again, I just want to reiterate that point of grace. I know it's the third time I've said it, but we are under grace and not law. You must do what you and you alone and your family feel is the right thing to do. And again, I guess that last final point can be that we make sure we don't project that onto anyone else. You must do what you feel is right. And those around you are going to do the same, and it may not be the same thing. I love you dearly, wherever you are and wherever you choose to be tomorrow. I will not stop loving you. I'm here for you if you want to call me. I'm here. We've got home group leaders. I'll be at the church building tomorrow for those of you who do choose to come, and we can look at doing more and more Zoom activities and other bits and pieces. But we will also meet together, and we will share with you any changes that happen in the coming days, weeks and months. And I guess the truth is, I'm sure there will be. So God bless you. We love you, and we'll see you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.